Hello everybody, my name is Naj. I'm working here at ECLC for almost 4 years and I'm teaching the late toddlers class. Today our topic will be about learning and developing through play. And it's very important. And now today it's very important to know how we are linking at ECLC the play with the learning experience. So my question will start for you. What play means to you?
Playing with the dramatic area, blocks, like it's a free time.
Exploring maybe.
Yeah.
And anyone can tell me, and if you still remember when you were young, a play you used to play it with your friends, with your parents.
We used to
Something
play with
still
the,
remember.
Yeah, we used to play with the sand. Usually all the time with the sand, pretending that we are cooking with the sand, baking cake.
So
Like dramatic area play.
yeah, like a role play.
Yeah.
For me, I still remember when I used to play hide and seek. And so hiding all over the house, under the beds. So that was a very pleasure for me. So today, we're gonna start about what is play. Children love to play and play often mirrors what's important to their lives. So if you ask a child what play means to you, for him play that's having fun, playing with his friends and doing lots of activities, exploring. He didn't know that he is learning from this play. All he thinks that he's playing and he's having fun. But for us as educator, play is very important for these kids to explore and to be changing their lives and to explore for us. Today we'll be discussing in our workshop day, we will be discussing why play is important, our role as educator, the areas of development, parents playing with their children and ideas for playing with your child at home. And we're gonna show you a small recipe for preparing the dough so you can do it at your home with your children and play and have fun with it. So, why play is important? Play is a very important vehicle for development, for self-regulation, as well as for promoting language, cognitive, social. So when the children are playing and they're having fun with playing, they are learning through playing. Social, when they are waiting for their turns, or when they are playing together, language, because they will be talking with each other, they will be saying, oh, this is a sand. Can you give me please one more bucket, for example? So it's language for them. Also, it's cognitive. Maybe they will be counting how many vehicles on the playing time, or maybe they will be dramatic play, using their imagination, because they will be doing some imagination when they are playing in the role play, playing out dressing like mommies, or cooking, or pretending that they are dads. Also, it will be a literacy one. Some of them, they will be holding a pen, scribbling, coloring, writing. So the play, it's like a play, an umbrella under it. You will be social, emotional, language, physical, literacy, and lots more. Play allows children to use their creativity and imagination. So when you are playing, there is no space, there is no limit for playing. You can play at home, you can play outside, you can play on the corridor, anywhere you can play. So the play, there is no limit. And imagination, they can use their imagination and do whatever they want. And this imagination will grow and grow. For example, I can give you something from my home. We were getting the box and it's full of tissue. And I remove all the tissue and hide it. So the box was at the door, I want to throw it. So my child, he's 2 years and a half, and he got just the box and he was sitting on it and he's pretending that it's a car. So he's used his imagination to change a box of garbage to make it a car. So what I didn't say, no, we should throw it. So I got a crayons and marker and I said, okay, if this is your car, I want you to color it. And if this is your car, let's pretend what we can put a vehicle or what we can put wheels for it. So it's a small play. Me and my son grow it and make it a big imagination play. Play also is important to health brain development. It's also through play that children at a very early age engage and interact in the whole world them. Also, play allows children to create and explore words they can master. It's the word for them. It's the whole word for them. They see it from their eyes, from their little ones. We see it different, but for them, everything around them, it's a play. And later when they are growing and going from kindergarten to grade 1 and grade 2, this play, it will be different, but different from level to another. But the most important thing that we don't want to miss, that play is fun. So when I want to prepare any activity or want to prepare anything for the kids or want to play with them, we have to keep in mind that play is fun. So when I want to teach a child or I want to teach my kids, for example, the color red, and I want to put it in a play, okay? I want to keep in my mind that I want it to be fun for them. I want them to learn that this is, for example, color red, but I want them at the same time to know that they are playing, having fun, and knowing that this is red color. Our roles as educators and parents is to help and extend and enrich children learning and help them grow and develop through play. So later at my slideshow, you will be seeing that we have two roles. One role for the educator and one role for the parents. And I'm gonna show you the difference between them. So as our roles as educator, as here we are working at ECLC as a teachers, okay, our roles at ECLC for promoting, because you know that we're doing the creative curriculum, and our creative curriculum, it's a play-based learning. So we're doing it through playing and having fun and exploring on the same time. So playing with educational purpose, playing learning often to curricular goals, contact and activities, as well as learners live an interest within a large purpose of inquiry. So here, very important that the teacher inside her classroom doing this play for the kids, but knowing on her mind and on her heart that these activities are for them to have fun and to learn. So when you enter any classroom at ECLC and you want to see the standards that we are doing, so the teacher, very specific that she wants to put all the play materials, for example, for the role play. She put kitchen, for example. She knows that the children love to play with this kitchen. They love to play with the materials like mom, the pan, the spoon, the fork. But her purpose, she wants them to play, but on the same time to learn. Or when she go to the library and put some books for them, she knows, the teacher, that the books is suitable for their age and it's suitable for their level. So for example, she will not put for infant classroom, they are 1 year to 1.5. She will not bring any hard book so they can throw it and harm their hand. She knows that she has to get very soft books and they cannot chew it and eat it. When we go, for example, to preschool, we know that preschool we can get a hard book, we can get a print-rich environment, so everywhere should be print-rich environment, bulletin boards and chart and stuff. So the teacher knows. So all the materials around the classes should be purposely intentioned, the teacher putting her stuff inside it to let them motivate and learn and do the play inside the classroom. But we have to make sure that the teacher should change from time to time her materials and her play and her stuff. Learning, leading their own learning. The children are happy to explore and to go to these classes and enjoy exploring the materials. So taking play for learning seriously means tipping the balance of responsibility for learning toward the learners. Playful learners are intensely motivated to spend the word at the test limit of their ability without fear or failure. So here as educator, to give them the space, also to give them freedom, and to let them feel that they are secure and they can do whatever they want. But on the same time, we need to know and set rules. So you will be having a classroom rules for you. You will be having a behavior management for you. So the children will accept and know what they are be doing inside the classroom. Oh, they are playing, they are having their time, they're enjoying, but they know their limits. They know it's not allowed for throwing toys. They know when they finish, they have to tidy it up, take it, put it in a place, and go to another toy. And this all goes by behavior management strategies. Connecting life inside and outside the classroom. As I mentioned before, that play can come everywhere, anywhere, inside the classroom, outside the classroom, in the corridor, in another place, also at home. So anywhere can the play can take place, and it will be beneficial for them. So playful learning frequently invite a transfer of knowledge and experience between the classroom and the life outside. And also, it's very important that fostering a trust between the teacher, between the children, between the parents, because if the child didn't get your trust as a teacher, okay, he will not be happy to come here. He will feel fear. So when he come out morning, he will be crying, and when you take him, he will be afraid. So it's very important to get a trust between the parents and the teacher, between the admission, between the children, between the caregiver, anywhere. inside this center should be taking a trust of the child. So the child will be happy, exploring, enjoying their time here and playing at the same time. The areas of development are, as we can see, so when you are playing, you are taking all these areas on one plate. Let's take an example. So when child are playing, for example, with a shape sorter, okay? And the shape sorter, inside it will be blocks or will be shapes, stars, whatever. So it's math because they will be learning about shapes. And also it can be numbers because they're gonna be counting. It also can be a social emotional one because when they are holding the shape sorter, maybe they are waiting their turn so they can move from a child to another. So it will be also a social emotional. Or it will be physical development because they are using their fine motor skills, holding, for example, the shape and put it on the same time inside the shape sorter. Or it will be literacy maybe because later, I don't know, maybe the teacher will ask them maybe, oh, do you know this, the circle or the square? Let's go and pretend drawing it on the air or drawing it on the paper. So it will be a literacy also. And we mentioned that before. And maybe it will be art. Maybe they will be painting later on. And language, because the teacher and the kids are all together talking about the shape sorter and how it will be empty, how it will be full, how we are putting inside the shapes. And at the end, we can use also for the areas of development and tools and other technology. Some of the classes are using iPad, the parents are using iPad. So let's take the iPad for us, like, we're not gonna remove the iPad at all because this is not logic, it's iPad everywhere, or the TV. But we can, as a parent and as an educator, to limit our iPad time. So for example, what I'm doing with my kids inside the house, they will be, for example, from school from 7:30 to 2 o'clock. And then they can come at home. So what I'm doing every day before sleeping time, I put TV for them half an hour and that's it. This is what I'm doing. But from afternoon till 8, we have a long period of time. So what they will be doing? So what I did for them, for example, if I am cooking at home and they can be with me in the kitchen, but they will be bored. So what I give them tasks. For example, today I will be cooking. Oh, I have the fridge. I can get magnet. I get magnet ABC and numbers. So they can be doing ABC. For the little one, he's 2.5, so he don't know the ABC, of course. So what I did for him, I get the ABC, but he was sorting the colors. So later you will be seeing the picture, he's sorting only blue and red. But the girl was writing her name. Or one time I was cooking, so I asked them to come and to get me all the vegetables from the fridge. I want to cook carrot. So I asked, can you get me 2 carrots? And the boy, can you get me apple? Can you bring me, for example, anything. Or if you are sitting and you're working in your laptop and you don't have time to be with them, but you don't want them to stay on the TV, I just open my door and I got them sand and let them play with the sand, or kinetic sand, if you know the kinetic sand. Or you just give them a big paper on the floor and let them stamp with their vehicle, with their cars on the floor. So this is all tips and ideas. So they cannot spending all the days on the TV or the iPad, but set a limit for them. And I give iPad only in the weekends, like chocolates and chips. Okay. Here at ACLC, we are doing the creative curriculum, as I told you, and we'll link it with the play because it's a play-based curriculum. So we have the social, emotional, and we have the physical. So I got photos from our classes, so how we are doing it inside the ECLC. For social, emotional, as you can see, I said we can take turns, interact with their peers, so you get to do things for themselves when they go to the bathroom, when they go to sleep, when they are eating alone, make friends. And we have, like here, last week we're having the Friendship Day. So it was from the picture from the Friendship Day. Physical, emotional, it comes with the 3 types. We have the fine motor skills, we have the cross motor skills, and we have the balancing one. And here are some ideas what we are doing here. Cognitive one. Also we have cognitive, which is math and science, classification, counting, maybe sorting the colors, and here's some picture from it. Blocks is very important. Literacy and math, when they are tracing, when they are coloring, when they are trying to write their names or recognizing their names. Opposites also. art and language. It comes on the circle time, with the story time, when they are doing an activity with them, when they are doing some craft, everywhere. And the important. Any question before moving to the parents? Okay. So now, as you can see, that I show you the side of the teacher, and now we're gonna move to the side of the parents. Importance of parents playing with their children. Family activities are great for the whole family. They have developed strong family bonds with it can last for a lifetime. They also are more cooperative, supportive, and have open communication. And it's very important that the parents interact with their kids and play with them. I know that life is different now, and it's like, you know, it's a quick beat. But it's very important that to have the bond with our kids and to play with them and to sit with them. If you don't want to play, at least read the story. Let them sit in your lap. Ask them about their day. How was it? They also are more, we will talk about this one. They qualify payoff a big individual by interacting self-esteem, social, emotional, and sense of them that they help kids and tends use a good judgment. And here are some pictures from playing at home. There are my kids. And I just photoed some pictures. I was cooking there and they were playing. And as you can see, it's only a bottle of water and some circles. You just let them engage and do some activity. Sand, any sand, water, you can add some bubbles if you want, painting, drawing, pretending.
I want to be your kids, Najat.
Okay, I got a bubble wrap, I got a TV, and then I got this bubble wrap. So I left it for them, and literally they spent 1 hour playing with this bubble wrap. They start, you know, first with their finger, then they start jumping, and the kid was really young, and whenever they hear the sound, he starts laughing and laughing. Preparing cake, playing with the doll, and there's a lot of activity you can find on the Pinterest and everywhere, and it will not take time, and it will not cost anything. So it's only everything from home you can get, and it will be fun for them. And they will remember it later, that the mom did this and this. I want to add something before I move to the preparing the dough. I watched a workshop before 1 month, and they give us like a gift, a bag, and inside the stuff. I don't know if you were here. I think you were here. And it was inside the stuff, and the stuff inside it was really silly. There is nothing yani, to feel it. It was a cup, and the cover of the bottle, a stick, the ice cream stick. And they put for us inside this plastic zipper bag, they put, I see, I know, I wonder. And they told us that this is a really nice game, you can do it with your children at home or at school. So I've took this one, I have the video on my phone, I don't have it here, I should add it later. I took this bag and I just sit with my children, I opened the bag and I said, okay guys, what do you think we have? It's nothing, the bag is nothing, you can get anything inside your house, just fill it in a plastic bag and sit with them. And you can sit with them for 1 hour. I just throw the stuff and I start asking, what do you see? And the girl said, oh, it's ice cream. And the boy said, oh, we do like this, because you don't know the word of licking it. Said, do like this. Said, oh, do we put it in our head? And the girl said, no. So, you know, like open-ended question with them with something, there's nothing. So it was 3 questions and they are really nice. I wonder, I see, and did I mention it? I wonder, I see, and I know, and it was really nice. So we spent 1 hour talking with each other, knowing that, oh, a balloon, it will fly, and they'd start throwing it. So it's nice to do it with your kids at home. So at the end, I just prepare, I'll show you how we can prepare a Play-Doh with our kids without using materials like, it's like only from home. Water, flour, salt, or food coloring, bowl, gloves. You just put the flour with your kids, add some salt, add some oil, some flour, any food coloring you want, mix it together, and this recipe will stay for a week inside the fridge. And whenever you feel your children is restless and they don't want to do any activity, you just give them a piece, give them a knife, a plastic knife with some cutters, and they can play with it and enjoy it. Thank you. If you have any questions.